rock and roll trucker.
This is the Rock and Roll Trucker. We're knocking out miles, we're eating good, we're rocking and rolling and having a good time. Come along for a ride. Let's see where we can go today.
Good morning. Monday, September 25th, the year 2023. We are at our truck. We're getting ready to pull out. We're going to Russellville, Kentucky. My company continues to apparently not have the ability to book anything that's not the heaviest load that you could possibly get in a dry van. I'm currently sitting at 40, just about 200 pounds shy of 45,000 pounds in the dry box. And my suspension gauge doesn't look real friendly right now, and it slid pretty far back. So we're going to have to go straight to a cat scale before we even fuel up or anything and figure this out, because I don't know about it. I don't know about it, y'all. We're going to see. I'm getting kind of sick of these heavy loads that they keep booking at these low rates. We're going to have a discussion about that soon, I believe. I don't know. I look forward to this. I've been used to the 41, 42, 43,000. Now we're knocking on the door just short of 45,000 now. It's getting starting to get a little ridiculous. There's lighter stuff on these boards that pay better than some of this heavier stuff we're getting. So, but it's money. It's revenue on the last day of the pay period. We'll see. But I'm tired of beating my truck up on this stuff. I'm going to get rolling. We got to go figure out if this is going to be legal or not. I'll see y'all in a bit. Hello, people. Monday. Everybody's favorite day, you know? We're back at it. We had a slightly longer weekend than normal because we ended up having all of Friday off. Wanted to be home Friday, but didn't necessarily want all of Friday off, but it worked out, and we had all of Friday off, and we're delivering a load today to get a last little bit of revenue in on this pay period. It's I am as close to legal gross weight as you can possibly get and still really be legal in a dry van and everything. The cat scaled it, and there was just a few hundred pounds left on the trailer, and just enough. There was room for 400 pounds on my drives, just enough to throw enough fuel in here to get this load delivered. These loads they're booking just seem to keep getting heavier and heavier, and today is about as far as it can go. And I've never in 19 just short of, well, I'm coming up on 19 years in February being in and out of this, of having a CDL, and in all that time I've never, outside of when I hauled hopper bottom, hauling bulk stuff, feed and whatnot, I've never had a job I've never worked with a company that consistently had freight this heavy, this constantly, that never, ever booked any light loads like this, especially on dry van. I did a short stint on flatbed one time, and even occasionally we would get like flatbed loads of like foam, styrofoam or something like that wouldn't weigh but a couple thousand pounds. And every last thing they book here is heavy. I've never seen this many consecutive 40,000 plus loads in all of my truck driving days. I don't understand it. Like, what? I know that, the light stuff is, what everybody wants to go after on there, but it's out there, and some of it pays better than this heavy stuff we're hauling. When I came over from JRV, I had my problems over there, but we never had problems, when I would talk with them and, had a little bit of input on the booking situation and stuff. It was never a problem hunting down some lighter stuff. A lot of times well under 20,000 pounds, a lot of times under 10,000 pounds, and paid every bit as good, if not better, than the heavy stuff a lot of times. So I don't understand this heavy load situation over here at all. And, I'm not even getting the good paying, the real good paying heavy loads. That's being put on the company truck, so I just about know that for sure. But it is whatever. We're going to get it there, and we're going to make a few bucks off of it. But with diesel creeping ever closer to $5 a gallon, I mean, seems like there'd be a little bit of concentration and effort put on finding lighter loads. any kind of input or was able to be actively involved. It'd be nice if I had any input or was able to participate in the booking process, being as I own the truck and all, but I currently really don't. And there's some good things about the gig so far, but the freight selection has not been one of the good things. But we're out here, we're getting ready to go to pass through Nashville. It's 9:40 Central Time, 10:40 at home. We shouldn't be hitting the worst of the traffic at this time. We should be able to, I'm not going to say that there's any remote possibility that we're just going to skirt straight through without any delay, because that's nearly impossible in Nashville, but shouldn't be as bad as it would have been, 2 hours ago. So we got that going for us. We got to run through and run on past Nashville on 24 and then dive up on 431, and we're heading into Russellville, Arkansas. Yeah. Got some kind of load of pet food or something like that. I'm not. I'll have to look at it again. It's going to some farm supply company or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's big, giant sacks of like feed or something like that. All I know is it's heavy. Hope we get something decent to pick up afterwards. I don't really know where I might end up, because I haven't really ended up over here in this area with this company just only like once, really, I think, since I've been with them here in the last month and a half. So I really don't know what to expect as far as my next load goes. I don't know if they'll deadhead me way out somewhere, or if they've got some contract stuff up here, if we're just going to be stuck to load board leftover junk. I don't know. It's a mystery to me. Not really sure. We'll get something, and I'm sure, much like the heavy stuff, this gig seems to come with quite a bit of deadheading to the next load every single time. So I'm sure whatever it is, we're gonna deadhead out. Man, somebody's box trailer caught on fire on the inside over there. It looks like they had to rip the wall off and put it out on the inside. Mess, all kinds of fire trucks and stuff. What was going on over there? It wasn't good, whatever it was. Looks like they escaped without losing their car or anything like that. I hate to see. It looks like a bunch of their personal goods got burned up. That stinks. I hate to see that. I'll get off here, get to navigate, get where we're going, see if we can get a little closer and get figured out where we're going next. I don't know what it'll be. I'll be back on here in a bit to let you know. Sorry if I'm kind of sounding a little confused and flustered. I kind of got a little brain fart, and I'm just kind of mulling over the realities of the situation here, trying to, I don't know, kind of a little annoying, to be honest with you. But it is what it is, as I always say. We're going to make it through it. We're going to make it through it. We're going to figure some things out soon. I'm going to go. I'll catch back up with y'all after we get emptied out in Russellville and figure it out. Y'all be good till I get back. Stay out of trouble, you hoodlums. See you in a bit. Oh, folks, we're back. We've just been sitting around twiddling our thumbs at a Walmart parking lot. We ran over and got some Burger King just to stress eat out of irritation. We've got another load. It's not a good load. It was going to be a 5-hour wait for the appointment from the time that I got emptied out. 2 hours, 125 miles deadhead away. After it doesn't deliver until Wednesday morning, after deadhead and everything is factored in, it's worthless money. And the place I'm picking it up from has wicked, awful, terrible Google reviews. So, and it's heavy, supposedly. It's at a place where I figure it's probably going to be really heavy. Even my load plan indicates that it's probably going to be heavy. So, if it's not, it'll be a massive surprise. It goes way over in North Carolina, where there's not going to be any good freight over there to pick back up after I deliver it. And I second guessed it, told them, I'm not refusing it yet, but do you have any other options? And they dawdled around and looked around a little bit, and they said, no, the area you're in really not that great, really doesn't have anything else. I'm like, y'all sent me to the area. I relayed this load in. I'm like, y'all booked the load going to this area. Y'all keep sending me to areas like this and then saying, well, it's really not that great of an area. Yeah, I know. And you sent me here. And I keep getting stuck with junk that really isn't doing much for my bottom line. It's doing just enough to keep me going, and that's about it. It's like every week of this is getting me a week closer to disaster, and I just, can't keep being like this. It just can't. It can't. So we're gonna go do this. We're on the way to pick it up because we didn't have any other options. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So I was in a position where I really couldn't deadhead out. I got a little too far away from home there to where it wasn't practical to deadhead back home. And, I don't know, y'all. This trucking industry is really discouraging me recently. It's discouraging everybody. It's discouraging a lot of drivers. I know. I'm not the only one. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I am. I know for sure that I'm not. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I'm making just enough to keep afloat, keep going. Not making near what makes any of this worth the trouble. I know that for sure. I don't know. If I end up moving along at some point and going to another company, I will darn for sure be looking at a lot more options of places that might not have company drivers. Because I know for a fact we do have some good freight here. There is some good. I pulled one or two of them and saw the all-in rate on a couple of them. I was like, oh wow, bet I won't see this load again. And then as I predicted, I never saw the load again, but I know they still pulled the loads because I talked to a company driver this morning that was on the way to pick one of those in question up this morning. So I'm like, I know they still got the stuff, but it's not going on my truck, not going in my pocket. But I hate to keep bitching. Y'all don't tune in here just to hear me fuss, but it is the realities of the situation. I'm just here to be upfront and honest with you about how my days and my weeks are going. But how are y'all doing? How was your weekend? I'm pointed towards Evansville, Indiana. That's where I'm headed to. I forgot to mention that. I hadn't been over there in a while. I haven't really been up in this area much at all since I started with this company. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they ended up with this random load coming over here that I don't know. I can't make heads and tails of it, but that's where I'm headed to. I've got my fingers crossed that hopefully I'll slip through the cracks and that I won't be one of the ones that leaves a review on this place's Google reviews agreeing with the other 400 drivers on just how awful it was. But I don't know. We'll see. But did y'all do anything good this weekend? I actually had a pretty good weekend. This was kind of an abrupt halt to it. Kind of sucks, but my weekend was good. Me and Aaron did a lot of hanging out. Got outside quite a bit. We spent most of Saturday evening and night all the way through the late night out on our balcony porch listening to live concerts and music and just watching the night sky and hanging out. Then we got up, got up yesterday morning on Sunday morning and got up and had to make a quick run to the store, and then we came back and just took off walking. Or was that Saturday we went to the store? No, I think Saturday we just got up and took off walking. We went and found us a late breakfast, and then we just walked to the far end of Chattanooga and went down to the bridge and down to the park, down by the big fountain and everything, and watched the kids splashing in all the little kids out there splashing in the big giant fountain, having a big time. And the sky was as blue as it is right now that you're seeing on this video. And we just walked all around town and then rode our little free trolley back to the station that's over near our apartment. And then we went and we had some pork chops we bought. I was going to grill in our apartment complex. It has a bunch of community big badass gas grills, and I marinated the pork chops up and took them out there. made up some big old foil packages of potatoes and onions and peppers, and put a bunch of garlic and spices in them, and threw those on the grill and put those marinated chops on there and barbecued them up with some sauce and some char on them, and had us a real good dinner and some drinks, and we had a good Friday hanging out. Went to see some good live music. We just had a good weekend. What'd you guys do? Did y'all work? Did y'all get out? Just chill out and rest up, sleep, get some good rest, you know? What'd you do? Tell me about it in the comments. I like to hear what you do too. This is a community. We're all friends. Most of us. Anyways, I'm gonna get off and drive. I'm gonna get to Evansville. Go pick up this horrible, dumpy paying heavy load. We'll catch back up with y'all after that. Stay out of trouble until then. I need you back here. Y'all be good. Well, folks, here I sit. 2 hours and 12 minutes past my appointment time. Been here for 2 hours and 45. Actually a little closer to 3 hours flat once you count in my time checking in up there at the guard shack and everything. So 2 hours and 12 minutes past appointment time, about 2 hours and 50 minutes, 2 hours 55 minutes total on property. Been sitting in a door, not so much as a dock plate put down. Nobody's come out here and put a line lock on my trailer. Not one product in my trailer. But like half the crew, if not the whole damn crew, either just left to go home for shift change or took off to go to lunch a minute ago. There's a truck in every dock over here. In every dock space, and not one person's being loaded as far as I can tell. My time's running out. I'm gonna run out of time sitting here. It's gonna screw up my split sleeper to put it on personal conveyance to leave if it does that. You know, it's 2023 and places shouldn't be allowed to do this to truck drivers anymore, especially with the majority of the industry being on electronic logbooks now. Like, we have very strict parameters and times and rules that we have to live under, and this kind of stuff can trickle down and ruin things days from now. I put up a little protest about this load, and they said they couldn't find anything much better. They didn't really take heed to my telling them about how badly this place was reviewed online and everything, and here I sit waiting, spending hours of my life sitting in the parking lot of a factory, hours and hours away from home, for nothing, doing nothing productive. I'm not helping America move here. Not doing anything. It's like hours of my life are just being stolen right now. And just nobody in this industry cares. You're just expected to eat it and smile, get back up, go do it again tomorrow. This place, even so much as they're so bad at loading, apparently, they've even got signs up there that basically indicate, don't come asking us how long it's going to be because we don't know. That's how often they do this, that they had to put signs up saying it's a fruitless effort to come in here and even talk to us, you know, and fuss a little. It's basically them saying, you're here and you're fucked until we decide to unfuck you. Sorry for the language, but it's just the truth of the matter. I don't know any other way to put it. I might get paid, a little bit of detention time in the end. I don't know. We'll see if I can shake it, shake the tree enough, get something to fall down. But it don't make up for the hours, at least when I'm driving, being away from home, that's part of truck driving. But at least when you're out on the roads moving, you're headed towards a goal. You're making something happen. You're actually earning your money. You're moving the freight. You're getting stuff done. This stuff like this, they're just robbing you of your life. They're robbing you of your time. You can't get time back. You never get that back, ever. We all have a finite amount of that. And this is just This is every bit as bad, if not worse, than stealing money from me. And I just, I don't know what to say. This has not been a very positive video today, I know, but there's not a lot of very positive stuff happening today. Not a lot of very positive stuff going on in this industry, but pretty dang agitated right now. Yeah. It is what it is, ain't it? How many times can a person say that before it just, you can't stand it anymore? I don't know. This industry sucks. Sucks even more being kind of stuck with it. Kind of tied to it, not really having any other choice at the moment. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Oh, looky there. Here they come, about to put the line lock on my truck. Nearly 3 hours after being here. Let's see how much longer they take. I'll see y'all in a little while. Well, folks, I'm back again. As you can see, I'm not driving. Finally got out of there. They ran me out of hours. I got myself down the road to a safe haven parking. Yeah, something like that. So, we're holed up at a Walmart for the next few hours until our break runs back out. We're going to get up real early, and we've got a full day of driving to do. We got to get to North Carolina. We have to be in Goldsboro, North Carolina, Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Sorry I don't have more driving and stuff on here and more of the interesting scenery and stuff like I would normally have, but they ruined my day over there. Just like I predicted they probably would earlier in the video. Now, back to my, it is what it is. How many times can a person say that? But it is what it is. I'm here. This is going to be one of my videos that this will probably have the least amount of driving and window time that I'll have through this whole collection of videos here so far. But honestly, I didn't have anything else to show you. What can I say? What can I say? I hope I didn't bother y'all too much with my irritation and everything, but I believe you can probably understand it. I believe you could probably feel my irritation through this screen. I'm going to get to bed. I'm going to start a better video tomorrow morning. We're going to get a lot more driving time. I'm going to talk about much better things. It'll be a better day. I command it to be a better day. I accept that it's going to be a better day, right? Well, I'm going to go to bed. Whatever it is where you're at, good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Be good or be good at it, whatever you may be doing. Fellas, as I've been saying, in the great words of Red Green, if the ladies can't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Until tomorrow morning, y'all be good. Hop back in for another ride. It'll be better.